movie star, recurring artist, very funny comedian. Jamie Foxx is on his way out.
Hey, anybody want some of this?
Jamie Foxx is one of the baddest.
Because brothers can't never give you your full profit.
I told Jamie he was going to be famous.
Jamie Foxx, you could act.
Jamie Foxx, he's got the voice, he's got the looks, he's got everything, and it's unbelievable.
We like to party. Who likes to party? Right?
Make some noise.
Oscar-winning dramatic actor.
We've been blessed with the opportunities to have a drama lane.
Comedian with hits on the big and small screen.
It's hard to believe the guy on the screen is the same goofball I see at the comedy club.
I'm the innovator and the motivator, the originator of this stuff.
And a chart-topping sexy singer.
May I say, baby, you have the voice of an angel.
Oscar-winning actor.
He's a multi-platinum recording artist.
Grammy-nominated singer, terrific stand-up comic.
So you're just taking over show business, apparently, huh? You know, I'm doing my best.
And the Oscar goes to...
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx.
Please welcome Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx.
The next president of the United States, Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, say that one more time.
Once again, Jamie Foxx. Comedy legend, Jamie Foxx.
Hey, you know what? I'm going to make a do with a do, baby.
Yo, what's going down? It's the Foxxhole Baby Friday. It's a beautiful day today. What up, whoa! You listen to Jamie Foxx hit. I love this song. Yep, that's me, baby. Yep, that's me.
That's him, huh?
Yeah.
Well, we never see him. I'm just wondering if that's him. Is that really him?
That's kind of vain. Yep, that's me, huh?
Yeah, that is. But
Yep,
then again,
that's me, huh? Yeah, that's you.
he said, "Yep, that's my teeth."
Yeah, we know it's you. What up, everybody? Welcome back from the Memorial Day holiday. I know we was gone for a long time. We get a chance to say we was there, what we was doing. But I hope everybody was safe. Had a great Memorial Day.
Shout out to the troops. Shout out to the troops.
The group?
The troops.
Oh,
the troops.
I didn't talk about the group. I thought you were about to say Mamacita or something. Y'all don't want to hear my take on the troops and everything. Y'all don't want to hear my take on it.
Of course we do. It's got to be a positive one.
It's positive for me. I got a different, like people talk about, the troops that's over there fighting this war, whatever. I have a little different take on it. They get paid for that. It wasn't no draft. Hold on, Lou Dix. It wasn't a draft. Everybody in the war that's over there volunteered, and they was getting paid money for years.
True.
Yeah.
So what does that mean? You're not appreciative because it's their job?
No, don't say that, because somebody gonna take that one little clip and say that Johnny Mack wasn't appreciative of
they only do that with real stars.
Yeah,
don't worry about
saying,
that, Johnny Mack.
we got
Johnny Mack talking like
we starting early.
Somebody took a clip and sent it to the San Francisco police. Goddamn it, and I got in trouble. We're gonna do a quick roll call. Everybody knows in the house. A shout out to everybody out there that made it safe and doing their thing, and all the celebrities out there. Shout out to my boy Kevin Hart, who's gonna be a new host of the BET Awards. It's gonna be funny. There's some funny things going down. We give a shout out to Kevin Hart for hiring me. Did he call you?
Oh no, I was wondering. You writing for him?
Did he call you?
Oh no, he did not.
Anyway,
call
moving right along. Shout out to my girl Brandi Magee. She's not here right now. She's on a vacation in Bora Bora.
Birthday.
That's hot.
We're trying to figure out where is that.
Bora Bora? Well, trust me, wherever it is. I was going to go hard. You know what I was going to say. She's having drinks. Enjoy yourself. Be careful, B.
Yeah, Brandi do drink. I ain't mad at her.
No, she.
I'm trying to slip her a couple of roofies. Look, hey, we doing Hangover 3, bitch. Drink this.
And you're the star.
Yeah.
Where is Bora Bora? Somebody look that up.
I hope wherever it is, bring back some self-esteem.
Somewhere in the Caribbean.
It's in the Caribbean?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Really?
I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure it's in the Caribbean.
And she's the smart one in this group.
Yeah.
Yeah, not as well traveled as I'd like to be.
Shit. You don't know what's that?
You got like 2 or 3. Caribbean.
You got like 2 or 3 degrees.
Well, she knows. She has an idea where it is. She knows it's near water.
General location.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Geography. Learn it. Who we got right here? Beautiful with her shoulders cascading and the sunshine is on her beautiful shoulders and looking. You got a tan.
A little bit. Sun came out.
It did.
Danisha Danielle.
Hey, Danisha, you look great.
Thank you.
You still working out?
I am. I'm on it. Cardio bar, hiking, all that stuff.
What's a cardio bar?
It's like a dance-based cardio aerobic class.
I don't do that.
I wouldn't imagine. It's very ballet.
I just imagining leotards and leg warmers to go out with
You might want to watch.
I will watch.
You would like it.
I would like to watch. When next time you going to work out?
Tomorrow morning.
Great. They got a lot of glass windows?
Yeah, they do.
Great.
You're going to be the lurker outside.
Right. And I'm going to be a bowl with my peeping Tomness. I bet you they ain't doing shit. That's how I'm gonna get it in my mind.
That was an example of sexual harassment at work.
That's not sexual harassment.
I mean, it was. You don't say that stuff about me.
I'm just saying I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go to her job.
No, I don't want him to. You know, he's rapping. Johnny Mack always got alternative.
Who we got right here? The man with the Roy Rogers shirt on right now. It's very Western ear. Did that show come with a holster? What
Hey, man, this.
I might need to take a picture of this one.
This is
Take a picture of this 6-shooter.
No, don't take it a picture. This is a cool shirt. Louis Dix.
Suck a lotta.
No, that's
Sakalada.
Eddie Bishop Long.
No, that's paid a lotta.
Sakalada.
He said settle lotta.
No, I am. Stop, Danisha.
What you doing for your what you do over the Memorial Day weekend?
I had a great Memorial Day, man.
What did you do?
Oh, the kids and I hung out and we got my son's stuff together.
Masturbated.
No.
He's going off to college.
He's officially done high school, so we were packing and getting stuff ready for college and all of that.
That's
and
great.
Throwing stuff away.
What school are you going to?
He's going to Morehouse, and we're really excited. It's going to cost, but
it's going to cost what? That's how you make money, Lou Dex.
No.
That's one thing I learned. You make money to spend it.
Let's see.
But go ahead.
You do it. Who do we have sitting here? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. What?
First of all, Bora Bora is in the South Pacific by France, close to Tahiti.
Oh shit!
So that's where she is.
Wrong.
Brandy's getting paid.
She ran over there by the IHOP. Stupid.
Ladies and gentlemen, the press secretary for Shaquille O'Neal. First name Johnny, middle name last name Mack, and when we see him, we call him
Johnny motherfucking Mack. And I had to retire because I played 19 years and I've done everything I need to do in basketball. And shout out to Kobe. Kobe, how my essays?
Oh, that's cool.
You know what? Though? I do love Shaq, man. Shaq is my man. 10 grand. I got a chance to meet Shaq way back in '98. I was writing for I ran on BET back when he was.
You said you were writing.
I was writing on BET.
I heard writing.
And the white boy Gary Owens was the host.
Oh.
And he knew Shaq, whatever. And Shaq came down for like a couple of days and hung out. And then I just started running into him every Monday at the Improv. So we kind of like became cool. I see him time to time. He still gives me tickets for his Shaq All-Star Weekend.
Oh, that's dope.
I get tickets. I get to take different dates and everything. I like to thank Shaq for at least 6 one-night stands. I appreciate that. Because I get backstage passes the whole nine. So in the girl's mind, me and Shaq, I used to play with him in her mind.
You're just an STD waiting, Johnny Mac.
No, it's not really waiting.
You keep saying
It's fully active.
I turned my STD into a GED. I'm moving on up, baby. Now we got some very great topics. You know, that's funny to me. You know, we here at the Foxxhole, we try to cover topics and situations that leads to comedy. I know it may be a tragic situation, but everything can be turned into a comedy. You know, because some of these things is just downright stupid.
Yeah.
What we are doing in our society right now, and we're gonna get into it's just too much of everything. I think we need to go back to the old school days. It's just too much freedom, too many rights, too much everything.
Right. Well, we want to know what the Foxxhole listeners think, so definitely tweet us at Foxxhole, FOXXHOLE, or you can call in 855-369-9898, 855-FOX-9898.
And shout out to my boy Jamie Foxx. He's off work. He just got honored last night.
For what? Best forehead?
He won some award. It was just too much, and he was dressed nice. And shout out to the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they doing a good.
I'm not a Mavericks fan, but because of my Lakers was dismantled, I am forced to root for the lesser of two evils.
Yeah, I'm a
I
Dallas
can't stand
fan.
Miami. You know, I really hate the Miami Heat. I'm just gonna come out there and say it.
Right.
And people stop saying Johnny Mack is hating. I have a right to root for my own team, the Lakers. I'm a one team sport fan. And basketball is the Lakers. I don't care about the other teams. Football is the Oakland Raiders. I don't care about no other team. And baseball is the New York Yankees. I don't care about no other team. Now, if I don't root for your team, that does not make me a hater. So if you don't root for the Lakers, you're a Philly fan, right?
Yeah, because I really like. Did the Lakers give out those little brooms that's on your neck right there?
No, not really.
Okay,
no,
I'm just wondering if they give out those
Wow.
little brooms.
The 76ers ain't won a title since Alexander O'Neal was the lead singer for the time. How far back is that?
Okay.
I think we beat the Lakers when we did win it.
You
Yeah.
did. You did beat the Lakers.
Thank you very much.
Swept us too.
That's right.
One thing about the Lakers, when they go out, they go out in a hurry. Ain't no sense let it go 6-7 games. We ain't gonna beat these fools. Let's get on out of here. We gotta go. We got vacation.
Exactly.
So people can on the Twitter they like Johnny Mack is hating. Johnny Mack's a hater. I'm like, oh, none of y'all like the Lakers? Oh, y'all haters?
Exactly. And I think every Laker fan is lightweight a Dallas fan right now, just for the next week.
Yeah, just for a week.
Just for a week.
I'm pulling.
We'll go back to hating them too.
Yeah, I'm pulling for the big German right now.
I'm pulling for Miami.
The White Mamba.
The White Mamba.
That's what I call
German.
him.
Be more like a white moccasin.
German Mamba.
Hey, and it was a great victory. And I hate after the game was over how the ESPN commentators and all them say Miami blew it, Miami blew it, Miami blew it. You didn't give Dallas no credit?
They came back.
They came back.
The first game, Dallas shot like 38%. Oh, Miami had this suffocating defense, and they shut them down. Well, what happened last night?
Well, they just didn't play well. They didn't do what they were supposed to do in the last 4 minutes. Yes.
They celebrated a little prematurely.
Thank you.
And they didn't make their shots. And
Just
whatever
like your
defense
sex
they
life.
had,
You always pop out too soon, Lou.
I must have to say this though, but my man LeBron, that suit was a nice suit.
What
That
the
shit was
hell?
terrible.
That suit was smooth. You didn't like that suit?
That shit was
I don't like anything LeBron does,
Oh, man,
including
that
his
suit-
damn hairline and his whack-ass
I
headband.
don't give a way. You can hate all you want. That suit was
That
smooth.
Call it hating.
He
I
was
call
dressed
it
like
whack.
an unfound Easter egg.
No, that was you can hate. That
He looked
suit.
like an M&M that didn't make the bag. He was like, I just got dressed.
I'd wear that suit.
You would. That's why it's so terrible.
That says a lot about LeBron.
Thank you so much, LeBron. You've been 87-year-old man will wear the same suit as you. It's too much. and it's like it's gonna be a great series.
What do you think is going to go out? Let's get a prediction.
Right now, I know Miami is they ass cheeks is tight.
Oh, their confidence
you gotta
has
go
to be hurt.
You got to go to Dallas for 3 games.
And I say they're gonna go there and win all 3 of them.
You must be out your goddamn
Who?
mind.
Miami?
Miami. They're gonna win all 3 of them. They might let them get one.
Well, which one is they gonna win all 3 or they might let them?
I'm calling it right now. Miami's gonna sweep them. And they're
Child,
gonna win all
it's
3.
impossible. They already won
No,
a game.
they-
You
no,
can't
I'm
get
talking
that.
about sweep the next 3. They're gonna win. They're gonna
Child,
win the next
please.
3.
Boy, please, I must cuss at you on the radio.
All right, let's go. Hey, lay it down. I'll bet both of you 50 cents.
No.
Say it.
No, that ain't. I mean, Miami was doing his thing. I can't front on them, but I just don't like the way they act like Dallas didn't do nothing. Miami blew it. Let me tell you something. You watched the game. Dallas had 22 turnovers and still won.
They did blow it though, Johnny Mack.
No, why? So when Miami won the first game, when Dallas was up by 8 points or whatever, and they say Miami come back, they came back and won. How come Miami came back and win, but when they lose, Miami blow it?
Because they were
Right.
up by
So I
15.
guess Dallas.
And what happened to LeBron being the best closer in the game?
Yeah.
Oh, what happened
And
to that?
speaking of that, they should fire Scottie Pippen, who worked for the Chicago Bulls organization, for making that statement that LeBron James is a better player than Michael Jordan. He should get fired.
Why should he get
Abdul-Jabbar.
fired?
He should be what? Because you work for the Chicago Bulls.
So you have that's called your opinion.
No, your opinion should be for your employer.
People get fired all the time for stating their opinion.
Yeah. It's
Against their employer.
Yeah, you get fired all the time.
Michael Jordan doesn't work.
And I agree with Charles Barkley. How do you just go straight to Jordan? You done bypass the greatest scorer of all time, Kareem. You done bypass Kobe and his 5 rings. Let's win a couple. You bypass Tim Duncan, Shaq. Here's a man that have no rings.
None.
And he just went straight to the top.
0.
None.
Did we say he has no rings?
He has some onion
he has
rings.
no rings.
He has some onion rings.
Y'all leave LeBron
he got a
alone.
few rings
LeBron-
around
He has a ring-shaped hairline.
You all can say what you want. LeBron's a beast.
We ain't saying he's a great basketball player, but why do you put him to Jordan?
Exactly.
You didn't say Will Chamberlain.
I'm just so tired of. I'm just so Jordan is done. It's about the new age. Jordan is done. If you're gonna put anybody up there, the best player ever was Dr. J.
And on that note, we're gonna go right to our first. We're gonna go right to our first. We're gonna go right to our first topic. Dr. J was great.
Hey, thank you.
I came front. Doc was great.
Thank you.
Doc was great. I came front on it.
That's right.
But that's my thing. Fire Scottie Pippen, and don't just put LeBron James to the greatest already. Let him work his way up.
Exactly.
Win a few. Win this one.
Win one.
Win
Win
this
one.
All right, he will.
Win this one. He win this one. We say, you know what?
Game 3 will tell the tale.
He's better than Steve Kerr right now. Steve Kerr got rings.
Listen, LeBron's with a good team now. Kobe had to have Shaq to win his. Thank you.
Really?
Really.
That's what.
And then when he didn't have Shaq, he got Paul Gasol. So he had to have help.
That's
okay.
what they do in sports. You know that.
Yeah, there's a team.
It's called a team.
I know that.
I'm an athlete.
There's no one player out there that
you
just
got
beats the
athlete's
other
feet.
team.
You got an athlete foot funky. That's about what you got. And shout out to the Lakers for having a great organization. Go get these players.
Yeah, okay.
And LeBron joined a team that had already won.
Suck a lot.
Now let's get right into the topic, because this dude right here.
Danisha, I used to like you.
You talk about a man that still got black and white TV.
LeBron.
This dude right here.
Still black and white.
This dude right here is off the chain right here.
My TV is in HD.
You want to talk about Eddie Long?
Is that the number one?
That just jumped right out of your mouth, huh? Eddie Long.
I'm trying to move it along to Eddie Long.
Bishop Eddie Long. My
his
man.
long money.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, as Bishop Eddie Long said, he's going to fight it.
Well, Bishop Eddie Long has decided to settle, and it's an alleged multi-million-dollar lawsuit to pay off the 4 young men who accused him of using his power to influence them.
Hold on, my alarm is going off.
They come in.
That's hilarious.
Car is going by. That's my alarm clock.
That would
Go
be
ahead,
crazy.
That was funny.
He used his power allegedly. I mean, I guess we don't have an admission of guilt.
Yeah.
We don't have an admission of guilt. We just have a settlement to influence the young men into sexual relationships with him.
It was 4 people. He had 4 dudes. It was a lawsuit. Can you read the
And part of the agreement is that no one talks about it.
Whoa.
Wow.
Read the topic, sweetheart. Let's get into it.
Well, it's the Bishop Long Eddie story.
Uh-huh.
Or Bishop Eddie Long story. I really can't read right now.
Sounds like a UPN movie.
So they reached a settlement, and he's paying off those 4 young guys.
Right. There was some 4 young cats came out. We got to look up the cat's name, the dude with the gray on.
Yeah, no, we got the names of Spencer, Anthony, Maurice, and Jamal.
Yeah, get into it, Lou Dick.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying.
Take over from this.
No. She's cool. She's just trying to follow you, and you have
Legrand.
ADD. Shoot, she's just all around the place. But no, they filed a civil lawsuit against Long last September. And, they've decided that instead of fighting, he decided that he was going to settle. And I think he settled for like $15 million.
I heard it was $15 million.
Yeah. And the sad part about it, he kept saying in the pulpit how the God was going to protect him and he's going to fight it and all that. And everybody knew, and he knows in his heart. I mean, I know everyone says allegedly, but Eddie Long, look in the mirror, tell the truth. You mess with them boys, and it's time for other men to step to you, and you need to get out of that pulpit and go do some work in the overseas or some country with a lot of dust.
Really.
And
let me ask you this.
Or something.
So, by him settling out of court, is that admitting that he's guilty?
Well,
Danisha?
he would probably say that he's trying to stop pain to him and his family. But in my mind, and I'm sure the majority of his church's mind, it admits guilt.
So
I heard that the attendance has gone down tremendously since the settlement. Not even more so since the over the allegations.
So, Lou Dish, you think that because he settled out of court, he has admitted to the sexual relationship with the little tenors in the choir?
Well, I don't. I can't say definitely that he's admitted. I believe he did. My thing is, I think you are admitting some guilt because you never know what's going to happen in the court. So
you don't cough up $15 million.
So he did something to make him say, "Let's get rid of this, or we'll get it away. Get it away."
So you're saying he's admitting that he did it?
I believe. In my heart and gut, and from my being the male I am, he touched somebody.
Well, we want to know what the Foxxhole listeners think. Call us 855-369-9898. 855-FOX-9898.
And he had them boys on camera crying and saying they could still smell his perfume. What's he wearing perfume for?
You mean cologne?
Oh, cologne. All right, cologne. I'm not worried about Eddie Long. It's obvious that Eddie Long is not going to fight you unless you both have on spandex.
The old 357 outfit. Pump it, pump it, pump it, pump it, pump it, pump it. Yo, here's my take on it. This is my honest opinion. That is admitting that you're guilty. It's like when you commit a crime and they say we got to go to trial, Johnny Mack. I committed a crime. They said we're going to go to trial. Now, when you go to trial, they said if you lose, you can get 31 years. Or you can plea bargain right now and not go to trial and get this 3 years. So you weigh it out like, if I was innocent, I'm going to go to trial.
Right.
But if I'm guilty, or I know they're going to find me guilty. And in my situation, they had like almost 200 witnesses.
Against you or for you?
Against me. I'm like, you know what? It's a great time to take door number 1. So it is, you are, because like even you go to court, you can plead no contest.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Which doesn't admit guilt. But
doesn't admit guilt, but it lets you know that I did something.
Right.
For me to allegedly pay $15 million, because he said he came up with that number because that's what the Catholic people had to pay. Catholic Church had to pay for their little situations. You can read that.
Well, I think the number is undisclosed, but that's what it's estimated to be.
That's what the dude in Atlanta told me is $15 million.
How many dudes you know in Atlanta?
I got a sister lives in Atlanta.
Oh, okay. I was just saying.
Live in Atlanta.
Throwing out dudes you know in Atlanta.
And her husband, you know.
Okay, well, keep that clear.
I'm just saying, but you know, straight people just know I was talking about men. You know, only gay people thought I was talking about your kind.
Oh.
So, but why would
That's a slur.
And here's the thing.
saying.
I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how many millions and millions and millions you got. To give up $15 million or millions, it's going to hurt anybody.
Yeah.
I once heard Bill Gates say he's in the making money business, not the giving money business. So for you to come off 15, I saw that interview one time.
That's gangster.
Yeah, that's what companies do. You know that. Companies into making money.
Yeah.
Companies not into giving money away.
Well, I sure wouldn't give up millions of dollars for something I didn't do.
That's what happened. That's what companies do. They make money.
Right.
You know that, right?
No,
Okay.
I'm just saying, Bill Gates just gave away $46 billion.
Yeah, but he made the money first. Stay off the mic. Yeah. Anyway.
I'm trying to help the show. Trust me.
It's okay. So, for me to come off these millions and millions of dollars, if I knew I was innocent, I wouldn't have settled. Would you settle for a crime or these allegations for something you know you didn't do?
Yeah, that's called divorce. You settle. No. No, I'm with you, Mac. I would not settle. I would not settle.
Well, and not even just that. Not even just a question of innocence or guilt. There must have been evidence that he does not want to get out.
My pride is at stake.
Yeah.
My livelihood is at stake. I'm a pastor of a major. He's a pastor of a major church. My pride as a man. I don't want, if I'm not that way, I don't want, as a man, we all say, no, this is what Johnny Mac, I see you with a pink shirt. Nigga, you didn't. I don't wear pink. Whatever. I would defend, as a man, you defend your manhood. You admit that you had a relationship with these 4, 5, 6 boys. That don't look good.
Well, his long money just got a little shorter.
And that's what I'm interested to see exactly where he pulled that money from. Is the church going to have to pay that? Is he going to get it from the church, or does he have $15 million laying around?
Insurance?
I mean, insurance on his thing?
Did he have like sodomy? Yeah, like a sodomy account.
I mean, like in case I get caught account. I mean, I'm just,
wrong.
where
I got a little chunk of change pulled up to the side. I call it bail money. If I get stopped by the cops, you ought to get the automatic search and seizure, so I know I'm going to go to jail. So I got a couple of friends that got keys to my spot. They can go get a little chunk of change out of my little situation, and they can bail me out. Boom. I'm backing you up, Lou Diggs. So where did he get this money from? Where is he going to get this money from?
I'm still stuck.
And why does the pastor got this much money anyway?
And I'm still stuck on you saying you got bail money somewhere, and we rode all the way to San Diego with you last weekend.
Hey, you sure did.
Because I didn't have my bail money.
I wasn't going to jail. But so is this criminal?
I don't know if it's criminal because I think the thing with him
depends on the state.
Yeah, if he was going to go to, yeah, okay, that's a good point.
It does depend on the state.
Yeah, is this criminal?
I don't know. I think it's definitely morally wrong. We know that,
right?
So
no, sodomy is.
But we don't know if it's the sodomy
or copulation.
Yeah, but that's not sodomy.
Mike Tyson, one of his charges when he was in Indiana was oral copulation.
And that was against the law?
Yeah.
Or was it forced?
No, what is that? Oral cop mean when she does it
Well, remind me never to go to Indiana.
So when the girl goes okay.
But that's against the law. Yo, we got a call from Texas. Go Dallas. My man 10 grand Lorenzo. He drives a Benzo.
What up, J-Mac, man? Hey, listen, man, I'm riding with you two of them Dallas Mavericks, man.
Yeah.
Miami ain't gonna do nothing. Remember this, man. Wisdom always gonna overdo youth, no matter what, man.
That's true.
That's all I gotta say on that. And
hey, I think Lorenzo, you should throw a party on the grassy knoll.
Yeah, I will, but I'm from Houston, but it's all the same. Hey, okay, man, listen, on this Eddie Long thing, man, the way I see it is, if you haven't done that, just like you just said, I'm not admitting nothing. I don't care if you said, Rizzo, give me a penny, and we're going to make this go away. I'm not giving you 1 red cent, because if I know I didn't do something, I'm not going to let you sit up here and tell me, that I did something. And then, you just thought of something else. where is he getting this money? I thought that was the church money.
Whoa.
You know, $15 million from. They need to have an order to come in there and say, this is money not given to you by the church, but if you wrote a book, a movie, or a screenplay or something, that's what the money. You don't take no $15 million from them church. You know, people give them their hard-earned money every week. You know, I don't do it for this reason. That's why I don't do it. But for the people who do that, you can't get that money away, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, y'all keep on doing y'all thing, man. I'm out of here.
Hey, thanks for the phone call, Lorenzo from Texas. Like you said, when Dallas win it all, baby, party on you. Sweet tea for everybody.
Well, apparently Eddie Long does have some businesses of his own, so he's supposedly a multimillionaire on his own. So hopefully this money has nothing to do with the church.
And he's coming out with a church line of spandex pants.
That was funny, Lil Dave. There you go, Lil Dave.
Hey, thank you.
Go back into the 80s every once in a while and bring something out of your closet besides your outfit. But here's my thing, and Lorenzo said something I want to get. If my pride is at stake, what's the thing? My name is at stake.
Yeah.
My livelihood is at stake. I can't go into, and like you said, Danisha, I heard this church was, you know, the attendance is going down. Just like he was going down.
Oh, Johnny Mack.
Hey, when you plead guilty, when you sit out of court, it leaves a void. I can put anything in that void space. I can say anything. We got a call from Cali. My man, 10 grand, Ro.
What up, Ro?
What up, Ro?
What's happening, fellas?
What's happening?
Check this out, man. The man is out there in Atlanta. That's the download capital of the world. I'm going to tell you like this. That man did that just like with Michael Jackson. We all knew Michael Jackson. He paid and didn't go to trial and nothing like that. You don't and you know you didn't do it. It's like the
you better not talk about Michael Jackson.
Ro.
Wait, Ro. Hey, listen.
Michael Jackson was messing with them kids. Period.
No.
He built a playground for them kids to come play and stuff.
Cut the call.
He wanted those kids to play and have fun, and he had horses and stuff for those kids. Eddie Long didn't have that for those other boys.
Michael Jackson passed, the boy came out and said his father put him up to those things. You got to do a little bit more reading, Ro.
Yeah, the only person Michael kind of went a little bit with was Bubbles, and they worked that out.
I just think it was strange when he had Webster on his hip. I'm like, you got a grown dude on your hip like a gun holster. We're going to take a quick break and come right back to the Foxxhole, baby. It's going down. Give us a call, man. Let us know how you feel about the Eddie Long thing, man. It's going down, 10 grand. Yeah, it's going down here at the Foxxhole, baby.
Whoa.
Drinking my Bud Light.
Yeah, I see you smooth. What song was that?
I don't know, but sooner or later we'll get some Bud Light Lime, and I'm going to steal another couple of cases.
No, you shouldn't do that.
Why not?
Because then you have to go back to court.
For what?
Stealing is illegal.
Who's going to prosecute him?
Yeah.
It's Foxxhole.
It's the Foxxhole.
Oh, Landon.
They give it.
Landon.
He's the nerd, so he'll
keep pulling Landon now. I don't. Hey, we still talk about this Bishop Eddie Long thing. I'm gonna take the word Bishop off. Give us a call at 855-369-9898. 855-369-9898. I have a question.
Okay.
It's going out to Lou Dix and Danisha Danielle and to all our Foxxhole listeners. My question is this: so by him selling out of court for this money, these millions of dollars, is he's admitting that he's guilty. It's like pleading no contest. Is that criminal? Can he be tried by the state?
Well, I don't. You're the one that's been incarcerated, and you would know. But I think it's because it was a civil lawsuit.
You should go to jail for wearing that shirt. That's got to be against the law.
No, I don't. I think that it stays there. It's a civil suit, just like when OJ was sued civilly. You know, you have and I think that was one of the reasons why he did not want to go any further, because he has to testify in the civil case. He would have to be on the stand, and that means he'd have to tell the truth.
We talk about in a criminal. We talk about in a criminal. Because if you admit that you had because at these times these kids was underage or whatever, so you meant that you had sexual relationships or contact with these children, the state of Georgia can or should pick up these allegations, these charges. These are felony charges.
Right.
Why should we let I ain't gonna call him a pedophile or a molester. I'm not gonna say that because he did say he paying out of court, so we gonna say so. Why should we let a sex offender run free? Everybody else got to go to jail and pay for it. Why does he? Because he got money and he paid them off. You know what I'm saying? Does that mean
but
he should be brought up on felony charges?
No, but originally it was looked at, I'm sure, by the police for a criminal case, and then I don't think it was enough evidence. That's why they went to the civil, I would believe.
Nah, the dude that set up, the little dude, Stefan, what's his name? He just thought about suing him first.
Well, I'm saying when it
he
first
just came out and said, his cologne, he still, read that up.
I don't know. When you guys give us a call.
Yeah, look that up. We got this young lady from Texas. But Dallas, man, they just get the
call in Texas all up on it.
Call it all up on it. Texas in the house. Angie from Texas, what's going on, love?
Oh, not too much.
Hey,
y'all are having fun.
We all having fun. You sound like you got an education.
What's up, Angie?
A little bit.
Okay, that's all right. There's nothing wrong with a junior college.
What do you got to say, Angie?
Not at all. Well, actually, what I was going to say is, as a pastor and as a spiritual advisor and leader, I think he owed it to his congregation to fight the allegations.
Agreed.
Yes. I think that should have been foremost on his mind, is to make absolutely certain that he didn't lose any of his flock over something he didn't do.
Right. So do you think by him selling out of court that he admit that he's guilty of these allegations?
I think that he's admitting he can't win.
That's true.
So, I mean, what does that tell you? They
don't tell me shit. Do you think that he...
But isn't he setting himself up for more allegations? Aren't there more people? If he's only paying off 4 of them, there's 11 people and potentially more to get more allegations, more settling, and potentially criminal charges.
But like Angie says, say it again what you said, he owes it to his flock to fight it.
So, I mean, I think absolutely so. He owes them that. And if I'm not mistaken, and, I'm not where I can actually search the internet right now, but y'all may be able to do it. I think there was a book written about him, and I know that in the title it has something about the pulpit in the title, but I think that these allegations have been made in regard to him prior to this.
Wow.
And in fact, it just got picked up by the media here recently.
Whoa.
But, it was a year or two ago when it happened, and it was made public, and I know there was a book about it.
Wow.
Now, let me ask you this, Angie.
Those allegations.
Do you think that taking those pictures in the spandex outfit was criminal?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. No question there.
You shouldn't be sending no pictures like that to little boys, right?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, but I'm a girl, so it's okay.
Cool. I'm going to get your Twitter so I can see you a couple of pictures I got with my 357 outfits on. Pop it, can you dig it?
Hey, thanks a lot, Angie. Have a safe weekend.
And get close to the internet. We got another phone call from the PA. Derek, how do you feel?
Homeboy, Philly.
Hey, Johnny Mack, how you doing? I'm feeling good. I don't think he's guilty, man.
Say that again?
I don't think he's guilty.
You don't think
you don't
he's
think
guilty?
he's guilty?
No, I don't think he's guilty.
All right, well, okay.
Hold on. Go ahead, Derek.
I just think he just figured if he's going to go to court and spend all that money, he might and lose, and he's going to go to civil court and have to pay anyway. Why do both? Pay him off, get out the limelight, and take care of his church, where his responsibility is supposed to be. Not stay out there and just keep fighting.
So you'd rather pay off money for something you didn't do?
No, I'm just saying the same thing like O.J. He went to court.
No. We ain't talking about O.J. I'm asking you a question.
I'm just saying. He paid the Dream Team all that money. He got off, and they still found him guilty of civil court, and he still had to pay, what, $50 million?
That's a long way from doing life in prison.
This is Derek Long on the phone. We got Derek Long calling in from Pennsylvania.
He's the lead choir director at the Eddie Long Church.
That's funny, Derek. They got you on that one, buddy.
So, Derek, I'm just trying to get a grasp on this. You saying that he should just go on and pay the money even though he know he's not guilty. Go on and give up these millions of dollars.
He needs to take the focus off this case and get his life back on track, which is the church.
But Derek, how is this taking the focus off the case when you paying money? You are admitting that you are guilty. So how is that taking the focus off of the case, Derek?
Everybody's gonna remember the millions.
Yes.
Yeah, regardless of whether he pays it in court or he pays it civilly, they still gonna remember the case. But the sooner you get it over, the sooner you can get back to the real concern, which is his church.
Let me ask you this,
is he really going to be able to continue as a pastor and be respected in his church with these allegations and the fact that he spent millions of dollars? Do you really think that, Derek?
Yeah. Look what they did to Jesus. Come on.
Oh, my Lord. We got
Derek,
I don't think any of the 12 disciples filed a civil suit against Jesus and said that Jesus sent him some pictures in the tight cloaks.
Tried to bribe him with some fish. Yeah. I don't think that never happened. Let me ask you this. Derek is off the chain.
Derek Long.
Jesus.
Derek, would you go to this man's church?
Yeah, I would go to the church. But that's what I'm saying. Before all this came out, everybody was pleased with him. All of a sudden, these one little allegations come up after all these years, and everybody turned their back and run. Where's your friends?
What?
Where's your friends now?
They help you count the 15 million. 5, 10, 15, 20. How much is it? 25. 30, hey, Derek, thanks for the phone call. I really don't agree with you at all. But it was interesting. You know, people think that my man just should have paid it and take the humiliation and the shame and the guilt that comes along with paying the $15 million.
That's ridiculous.
That's a lot of money to give up. We're going to go to Georgia, and we got my man 10 grand, Edward, on the line.
Edward.
What up, Edward?
Hey, Johnny. Hey, listen, a few points. First off, the legal age of consent in Georgia is 16, and I think all the boys involved were over the age of 16.
Excuse me. That's with a man to a female. That's not male to male.
I think it's the same thing.
No, it's got to be different.
Hold on, but what I'm saying is, so that's not criminal. Now, as far as the sodomy thing is concerned, a few years back in the state of Texas, the United States Supreme Court ruled based on the case in Texas that all laws passed making sodomy illegal were unconstitutional. So technically, sodomy is not illegal. Now, forceful sodomy is different. So if you were to force themselves on the boys and force them to commit, those acts, then that would be
rape.
criminal. But I don't think the boys are saying that. I think the boys are saying that, he used his power and his influence with the
That's what they're saying.
For them to, have sex with them.
So therefore, it was unwanted sodomy. We ain't gonna say he sodomized the kids, whatever he did to them. So therefore, it's unwanted. So therefore, it's not legally. It's not legal.
Not criminal.
Like I can have sex with Danisha Danielle, but if she don't
and
consent,
I wouldn't want it.
You would. I've seen some of your other boyfriends. Trust me. If it's unwanted, then it's not. If she don't consent to it, it's not the same as a man and woman having sex. That's called rape.
No, but it'd be
don't know me, boy. Get to the point.
I don't think the guys are saying it was unwanted.
Yeah,
Johnny, let's flip it. Let's say if you were her supervisor, you're her boss. And you make it to the point where you say, unless you have sex with me, I might, it will help your career. It will help you. You convince.
That's illegal.
What I'm saying is that she could bring not criminal charge, but she can sue you for, sexual harassment. But since she actually consented and she was of sound mind and you didn't force her to do it, like you didn't threaten her, you didn't say I'm gonna hurt your family or anything, then it's not technically force. It's not technically by force because there's no threat of violence.
So you saying what Bishop Eddie Long technically is legal? What he did was legal.
It's not criminal.
What I'm saying is that it's wrong, but as far as looking at it, as far as there was no threat to their life, so it's not. There's no threat of violence, so it's not.
It's a civil issue. It's not a criminal issue. Is that correct?
But if it was Derek, you're not right. Edward, you're not right. If it's unwanted, these cats said that.
But
Eddie
they're not
Long,
saying that.
He said he used his power. He tricked them.
No, but it wasn't a.
Read the thing again, Luke.
No, but they said that he went. He invited them to trips and everything, and they went with him on trips willingly on the trips, and then he put them in a position where they felt vulnerable, and he was helping them and different things. It was all psychological. It wasn't a thing of him making them do it. He didn't have power over them. He was supposed to be a man that they trusted. It was like going camping. You remember the days and when you were incarcerated, how y'all would have camping days in jail?
No.
Oh wow.
No.
He said no.
I don't know.
Hey, Edward, thank you so much, man. You're really a smart guy. Stay smart and keep respecting your family.
See, that's unwanted sexual advances right there. That's why Edward just hung up like, this dude is trying to pick up on me. We got a man from North Carolina. His name speaks for itself. 12 Gauge.
Yeah, go ahead.
What up, 12 Gauge?
What's up, man?
Pimping and hoes, slamming count like those.
I'm just wanting to comment on that Eddie Long shit. I think he done it, and I didn't see every single news interview he had or whatever, but he never did admit not doing it. He never did say it. He always beating around the shit.
Right.
And as far as the last cat was saying about it not being legal, it's like if you give a girl a date rape drug or whatever. She didn't want she didn't want to fuck you. You don't know if she did or not, but you did anyway. And that's the same thing with him. I mean,
No, but that's true. It's unwanted.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm gonna roll with you 12 gauge, and I don't know about the date rape thing, but
yeah, that's what I'm.
Visine worked just as well. Anyway, we gonna move on.
Johnny Mack, no, none of that's. Guys, men out there, don't do that. Don't.
No, I'm not saying.
Well, I know you don't, but I'm saying if you don't have the game to pick the woman up at the club like I do, then don't.
You do got to pick your girls up at the club because they passed out
Hit
drunk.
them over the head.
Any girl go with you can't be a sound-minded body.
Hey, 549.
We got one more call, my man from D.C. We got D from D.C. DDC. What up, D?
It's Beef, and I'm in D.C. by way of Detroit.
Okay, your name is B.
Yeah.
Okay,
what up, B?
What up, B? I'm sorry.
Well, I was just calling to comment on what Johnny Mack was saying about that he should be able to get criminal charges because he's admitting and settling. I don't think that legally, yes, publicly it is admitting to guilt to us, but legally that's not admitting guilt. That's just saying you don't want to go to court by paying them off. So they're not going to press charges because both parties agree that, okay, they're taking the settlement.
That's what I'm saying. But that is an admitting that he's guilty.
Admitting that he can't win the case.
That he can't win the case.
And that there's a lot of evidence.
Bail.
So he's admitting that to the public.
Right. So I think the state of Georgia should pick up that case.
No, they're not the public.
Go back, B. What'd you say, B?
They can't pick it up because they're not. He's not admitting. He's not admitting and he's not denying. He's just saying, I don't want to go to court.
Now, why would you not want to go to court, B?
Because, like the one caller said, you have to pay legal fees and everything, and all the lawyers will get the money anyway, even if they lost. So,
I don't think the lawyer fees and the legal fees going to be $10-15 million. I'm thinking maybe a strong $200,000, maybe.
Well, Eddie Long needs
Well, who knows? It probably would be a lot, but you would still be clearing your name, and you'd have a future as a pastor,
I got 15
and you would be defending your congregation.
That's what I'm saying.
I just say Eddie
might be worth it.
Eddie Long needs to just take a step back and really read the Bible and get out of that pulpit and let someone else take over and get himself together.
You think he should
find him a spouse or a boyfriend and just marry him and go down that road? Stop playing. He's got a family? Well, then go and let the boy join your family or something.
That was hysterical. Put an extra room, put a little more room in the sleeping bag, and y'all all cuddle up.
Yeah, and buy him all kinds of spandex and let him just walk around the house prancing with spandex.
Yo, we're going to take a quick break here at the Foxxhole, man. It's going down. Sirius 98, XM 98, the Foxxhole, baby. Give us a call. Yeah, it's going down here at the Foxxhole, Sirius 98, XM 98.
Heated.
It was heated.
You should have been during the break.
I was taking up for, you know what, I'm going to say this.
What? You was taking up for
I'm taking up for men.
Yes.
I'm taking up for men. You know, and I've been watching TV and reading and all this kind of stuff, and I don't know if this part of it, but is it look like to me that America is trying to stop us from being men? Is that word?
That's a big statement.
Is that emasculate? Is that the word?
Yeah, but you know what? I don't think it's America. I think I have to be honest. I think men are stopping themselves from being men by the way we're acting.
It's like they're acting like it's a crime. Like this one girl, I was like hanging out with this girl, and I said something. She's like, "Just like a man." I said, "Well, thank you. I am a man."
Well, I'm
supposed to act like, even in football, they got this. You can't touch him here. You can't hit below the knee, and you can't unnecessary. How's it unnecessary roughness in football? My job is to knock your block off.
Yeah, well, we're trying to have men be more sensitive and understanding.
That's not
who
we are.
Well, we have to be. I think what society is trying to get us to do is to be better. They're trying to get us to be better.
So me acting like a man and being a man and every attribute that a man has, what makes you think that's not better? I love looking like a man, walking like a man, and talking like a man.
Yeah, and nobody's taking that from you.
I love doing things that it seems like it's always, it's something wrong with my manhood because like the girl said, "What up, boy?" Like the girl said, he's acting just like a man, and like a man should. Whoa, let me. You know what's so crazy about that?
What?
No one has ever asked a woman to stop acting like a woman.
That's not true.
You too much of a woman.
Just all my exes. Stop acting like a woman. You're doing too much woman stuff. Woman.
Now, what did they say? You do?
What kind of woman were you acting like?
Whining, emotional.
No, he was tired of hearing your fucking mouth. He ain't talking about stop acting like a woman. He said stop. He didn't want to hear you.
That's true, though.
Sweetheart.
And we are forced to stop acting like women in the workplace.
You have a child? Don't you get tired of your child whining? And what do you say to your
stop
child?
acting like a child.
You say, stop whining.
Yeah.
Come on.
What I think is.
No one has ever asked you, Danisha, to stop acting like a woman.
I do agree with you in some way, Johnny Mac, that we're all trying to find the right lane for us to start articulating ourselves better as men and women. We are crossing a lot of lanes. Men are saying things that they didn't say before. Women are saying things they didn't say. And
yeah,
I think,
the roles are blending.
Yeah, a lot of women are taking care of men and head of the household. No, it's not. But I think we all have to be a little more consistent as men. And women have to be more consistent as women and understand each other, that we all have roles. I mean, XY chromosome, XX.
Speaking of women understanding each other, I heard J-Lo got a tape coming out.
I am so upset at that man for doing that.
Hold on, let's get into it. Read what's going on with the J-Lo situation.
Well, apparently, Jennifer Lopez made a sex tape, quote unquote, back in 1997 during her honeymoon with her first husband, Ohani Noah, and she just lost the right to stop its release. Ohani is pushing to release the footage as part of a biopic about his life. And now he's just confessed that he wants a seedy payday. Apparently, there is no actual sex in the 21 hours of footage. 21 hours of footage. Just shots of J-Lo with her privates in as plain view as Paris Hilton, Britney Spears, and Lindsay Lohan.
Now here's my get down on that. Now, I'm going to ask you, ladies and gentlemen, a couple of questions. And Foxxhole listeners, please call in to... He erased the number.
855-369-9898.
Yeah, call into that. Say it again.
855-369-9898.
Now, here's my take on this situation. I'm going to ask Lou Dix and Danisha Danielle this question. Should he be allowed to send in a sex tape of his wife against her will?
No, this is what I go back to your point about men being men and all that stuff. His men and his family should step to him, whip his behind, take the tape. It's just, and so he can go, he's just trying to make some money off of her stardom. She married you, you got a little settlement, deal with that. He's a punk. He's more than a punk, and I wish he would come. Just let me meet him with the camera, and I'll just beat him up and record him.
Well, let me ask you this, Lou.
Punk.
No.
Are you going to watch the tape?
No, I've never watched a porno or a nasty tape.
First of all, I've already ordered mine.
It's just.
But here's the thing, Danisha. Even though the judge ruled that it was cool to release this tape for you to make money, I just think it's a shame that I will put your body against your will for the world to see.
Right.
Whatever to my right to privacy? Do I got any rights?
What do you mean?
Does J-Lo have any rights? She don't want her body being seen by anybody and everybody all across the land.
Right. And if she wanted to make that tape, she would have.
I think the judge should be kicked off the I don't know what you call it. He should be kicked off. He shouldn't be allowed to be a judge anymore.
Well, he went by. It wasn't a personal thing. He went by the law.
He must have followed.
I don't think the law covers.
I
I don't think the law covers sex tapes. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
I don't know if sex tapes is in the Constitution. I don't know if that's in there. Sex tapes. This is a new thing.
Well, first of all, you women out there, here's one bit of advice.
That's true.
Don't make the tapes.
That's true.
Exactly.
All right. Don't let anyone film you.
pictures.
If you can't remember it, it wasn't worth it.
That's true.
All right. Stop.
But
21 hours.
It is kind of different when it is your husband, though. It's not like she sent this to some random dude or something like that. It was her husband.
What are you riding on a bicycle butt naked for?
I mean, maybe that's what they
like.
like.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's
I'm just
between,
saying,
husband and wife.
There is a little leather there,
What kind of bike was it?
Maybe it had a special seat.
But I just think, I'm going to be honest, I don't think nobody should be allowed to put something about me on the internet or all over the world. My private parts should not be in full public display.
That is the price of being a celebrity, though.
And I should be. No, it's not. Nudity,
that is what it is now.
Nudity is not part of being a celebrity. Nobody has the right to take pictures of you from over the table, from over the fence, where you out there sunbathing, and put them on the internet. That is not part of celebrity is doing great work in movies, TVs, and film. That's what a celebrity is.
Right.
You getting a chance to take pictures of me or show a video of me against my will. So I should have the right to come over there and knock your fucking teeth out.
Well, don't always go to violence. I mean, the key is...
You said the people in the man should jump down and whoop him like a punk.
Yeah, you did say that, Lou.
Oh, I did, didn't I? You're right, my fault. Well, yours sound harder, Johnny Mac.
I just don't think that the celebrity... You know what I'm saying? Is putting himself up for that. He's just doing. The Lord has blessed this young man. We got a young man in the studio going to talk to in a few minutes with a great voice, and the cat can act, right? That's his talent. Now, where does the nudity or exploiting me to the public comes in that? Where did that come from?
That's true, because hey, you're right. I don't know if there's any tapes of him out there, and I don't think he attended Eddie Long's church, so I think he's in the clear.
Hysterical. But he did play a Eddie in the show. We'll talk about that later.
Different Eddie.
And as he get prepared to do his thing, I just think that it's too much. It's too much. Should nobody have no pictures of me or you or anybody, any celebrity, out in the public like that? Right. When do we stop? It's supposed to be called the World Wide Web of information, right? Where you can get some knowledge, help you through your schoolwork or when you're in college. How is this a World Wide Web of information? Because have you seen the internet now?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I have.
It's too much.
Yeah,
it's too much. Anybody can take a picture of you or YouTube you, and now. Innocent, I never forget. I just saw a recent picture of Kim Porter, and it was her son's 18th birthday, and they kissed, right? Whether I believe they should kiss on the lips or not is whatever. But how they got on the internet, it was damn near a long kiss goodnight, which is probably nothing but a smack. And you have a daughter,
right?
And you know what I'm saying? Probably nothing but an innocent smack, like happy birthday, son, and that's it. Yeah. But how they got on the internet? These niggas is making out on the couch.
No, man, you always kiss your kids.
It's too much.
I mean, that was your kids. You kiss your kids. I mean,
no, well, you're supposed to kiss them in the mouth, but we talk about
when they were babies and stuff. You
this
did.
kid was no baby. This nigga drove to the party. We talk about that later. So my thing is, here's my question, and I want you guys to answer this and give us a phone call here at the Foxxhole
855-369-9898 855-369-9898, or you can tweet us at Foxxhole.
I kiss my son.
Hold on, that's not the question. We're gonna go back to the J-Lo situation.
All right, well, you're just talking about men.
Let's go back to the J-Lo situation. Let's go back to the J-Lo. I think it's wrong for the judge and for this young man, whoever his name was, to put these images, put this video out for anybody and everybody to see.
Then we should boycott the tape.
Yeah, that's the key. See, that's the key. If you feel that way, but you said that, but you said you're going to buy the tape.
The fault ain't in me.
Well, yeah, it is, because you're promoting. You're promoting.
You're the reason why he's doing it.
If people don't buy the tape,
first of all, he's doing it not for me and your purpose. He's doing it to make money. What did you say?
But you're helping him make money.
But there would be no value if nobody wanted to see it.
I never said I was perfect.
No,
I'm going to see it, goddamn it.
But you're sitting there calling him out, Johnny Mack.
Hold on. You're supposed to be on my side.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
we going to have to replace shit with a hand puppet. We got a phone call right now. We're going to go way to the ATL. Kareem, not Abdul-Jabbar, but we got my man 10 grand Kareem from the ATL. What's up with it, pimpin'?
Hey, how's it going, man? I got more than 10 grand. I got like 11.
I said you my man 10 grand. Oh,
that was
give it up for the bad joke.
I'm telling you.
Go ahead, Kareem. I appreciate the effort.
Yeah,
what you got to say?
All right, okay. First of all, you got the sex tape. That the guy's just trying to make some money. He's just trying to show off. I mean, how many times have you seen other sex tapes been released out and all these celebrities sending pictures just trying to show off? I mean, you got Chris Brown, Rihanna. I mean, how many recent people just...
Oh, I didn't see
Chris
that
Brown.
To show off.
She had said sexy pictures, just
naked
naked
pictures.
pictures.
Just trying to show off, just trying to make money. I mean, if you're dumb enough to take a picture or record a video of you having sex or you naked on it, then you're dumb enough to let other people see it.
But Kareem, if I'm in love with my lady's in love with me, why can't we do these things behind closed doors? When it become profitable for me to start selling her image all across the world?
Well, it goes back to
when y'all aren't together anymore. Like, if I break up with my girl, hey, dog, hey, check, I took pictures of her blowing me. I'm gonna show everybody. I mean,
wow.
When we're together, I mean, that's truth. I mean, when we're together, I'm not gonna show anyone the pictures or videos or anything.
But when you break up.
Everybody knows that. That's the rule now.
That's what they do.
That's the rule, is you don't take pictures because you don't know if you're going to last with that person.
Now, I know I'm not the first person. I'm not the person who should be talking about what's right and what's wrong. But now, goddamn it, there's a line I got to draw. I should not, with my baby's mom or my girlfriend or my wife, if she's blowing me, I should not be taking pictures and sending it across the world. Jesus Christ.
I mean, why would you let them take pictures? That's the thing. I mean, if you're going to take a picture in a video, you know it's going to eventually come out, especially if you're famous.
Well, the girl.
She wasn't really famous at that time.
She was famous in '97.
She had been a fly girl.
She was a fly girl.
She had already done Selena.
She had done. Yeah, she had done South Central, the TV show. And everything.
Yeah, she was famous. I just think, Kareem, I'm just gonna have to disagree with you on that. But you have the right to believe the way you believe. But I'm so glad you're not dating none of my sisters or my daughter.
Oh, hilarious.
they have to come out to your crib with a shotgun. I would hate to do that.
Thanks
but
a lot,
you
man.
sound like a great guy. Work on your material. Work on your jokes. All right. Wow.
Well, that's the thing, though.
He
When
just
you
let it be known he's just scumbag.
No, the person you marry is not the person that you divorce, commonly. So people get mad, after that, and then now she's got multi-millions.
Which makes it even worse.
Right.
Now you're doing
She's
it.
got
You're doing it with
multi-millions,
malice,
he's got
with vicious
nothing.
intent. Now
Right.
what kind of judge would agree to this?
Well, the judges follow the law.
Look up his name. He should be fired. We about to go to Maryland right now. We got my man 10 grand. That's just my phrase. I say my man 10 grand. He's with me. Ross, I don't want you to say 12 grand. What's up, Ross?
Hey, what's up? How you guys doing today?
Chilling.
I honestly think the system failed her because she's already expressed that she doesn't want the tape, video, pictures, whatever to be seen. And, I mean, ultimately she's going to sue the guy, and what little bit of profit he thinks he's going to make is going to wind up paying back to her,
right?
Out of the suit that she's going to have in him. And I'm like you, Johnny Mack. I'd be over there with my foot up in his ass.
Right. Should I be exploited for your greed? Should I pay the penalty or the cost? This can ruin her career.
I don't think so.
Sure it can, but
it's 1,000 things that can happen. When they can stop her from endorsing whatever she was endorsing because she ain't look at Miss America. Vanessa Williams back in the day, the dude tricked her to take the pictures and it cost her Miss America title.
But he's not. It's not. I don't think it's going to affect her so much because simple fact, it's not her putting it out there. They know that it's this guy, and her people already know it, and she's established who she is. So no.
Does the woman ever put it out there? There's always some.
Yes,
a lot of times they do.
Like who?
Well, supposedly there's some attorney that's supposed to be very famous for releasing sex tapes, and you give him the sex tape, and then he negotiates it and acts like you didn't really do it. I'll look it up, but I've definitely heard about this. I'm being serious.
I don't trust light-skinned people. That's why I look at light-skinned people. They ain't.
How you gonna say that? You light-skinned.
I'm in denial, Lou Dix.
You light-skinned.
Look in the mirror, see Sidney Poitier. Don't worry about me.
Hilarious.
So here's my thing, and I thank you for the phone call. He was right.
Right.
We gotta have moral clauses.
Johnny, then you would never work. Because you don't have morals. I mean, come on, man.
Hey, I tell jokes for a living. I mean,
he's got morals. Johnny Mack has morals.
I don't do that. I don't take pictures from girls and put them on the internet or tweet them or send them to my boys. I don't do that.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad.
I don't do that. I don't want to make no money off the next female.
Oh, so you just exploit them in person?
No, I don't exploit them. Of any girl that comes home with me, she willingly comes home with me. Any girl that says she want to kick it with me, I take her out, we get a few drinks, I try to say some cool, smooth words, sometimes I sing to her on the low, and whatever I have to do, and she has a great time, and she willingly
But you
comes
always
home
talk about you get girls based on, like you said, Shaq got you a couple one-night stands and all that.
The woman has the opportunity to say no.
I think you kind of manipulate and trick them a little bit, Johnny Mack.
That's not manipulating.
I'm not manipulating.
Let's go to my boy's house. Let's go with Foxxhole. Let's go.
lies.
No, I don't say let's go with Foxxhole. That's only to the girls I can't get.
Hey, you don't want them no way.
Yeah. Hey, we got a very special guest, man. This cat is my friend, 10 grand. Been on this cat for years. He got all the talent in the world. Actor, singer, guitar player, piano, play a mean game of spades. You got kids?
Yeah, man.
They got kids?
Yeah. My son is here.
You got kids, groupies?
I know. Yeah.
I got my son and my daughter, nieces, my niece daughters.
Well, introduce yourself. The world and one and only Darius
McCrary.
Yeah,
What's
baby.
up,
Hey, y'all. Thank you for having me.
Young and the Restless,
Yes, sir.
Family Matters.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Superhead. I'm
Well, hey, listen, Louis.
We ain't gonna talk about
Seriously,
that. We ain't gonna talk about
Louis, don't refer to her as Superhead.
Oh, okay.
Because the head really isn't that super.
Okay, regular head. I don't know what you want.
Average, mediocre head.
Suave knows all about that.
Yeah, just
now, what do you got going on? I see you got your guitar.
I'm just hanging out.
Coming out.
I'm hanging out. I had the pleasure of playing the Foxxhole Monday night with my band.
It'll be aired this Monday.
Every Monday.
Yeah,
Monday.
so next Monday will be aired. I have a single on iTunes right now. It's called All Eyes on Me. And my brother.
Tupac had a song called.
That's it. It's actually ode to Tupac. It's kind of like a tribute.
Right.
But if you flip me upside down, you get we. And we must all remember that at all times we're all being watched. All eyes on we.
Oh, that sounds like some deep LSD stuff. That's worse.
Yeah, you got to be high to get that one.
Yeah, but it's the truth though.
Bud Light ain't taking me there yet.
but it's the truth, and you know what? I mean, the song was actually derived from all the years that I've been in the industry, and you know all the things that I've seen, and I've been exposed to a whole lot at an early age. And you know, knock on wood, by the grace of God, there are not many child actors that make it to be successful.
I saw
adult
you in
actors.
Mississippi Burning.
Yes, that's taking it away.
Don't you go dying on me now, Papa.
Right? Yeah. Right.
Don't you go dying on me.
I don't want to go tell the truth.
It's okay, Papa.
I'll tell the truth. I ain't scared of him, sir.
He just cracked your skull a little bit.
Come on, Papa.
He's out of back. That's why you my dude.
You know what? I watch that movie every time it come on cable. I love that movie.
And it was a blessing to be a part of that.
William Dafoe and
Gene Hackman. I was a kid, man, on a set with these greats, man.
Was that your first film?
No, the first one was called Big Shots. That was about a year and a half, maybe 2 years before that. And that was directed by Ivan Reitman, who directed and created Ghostbusters.
Right.
Yeah, it was a Joe Esterhaus film. It was major when they were actually making movies. Still, you know, it was actually cutting.
I remember that movie too. I remember your line. Don't you go down on me, Papa. He just cracked your skull a little bit.
Lewis, yeah, man, yeah. So you know, that was back then. Then you know, of course, did some television. And you know, here I am by the grace of God.
How long was that on air? Like 10.
Family Matters was about 10 years.
How
10 years.
Did you get that part? What?
I went in and I read for the executive producers, Tom Miller, Bob Boyette. God bless them. Incredible creators and visionaries. They did Happy Days. They were part of Laverne and Shirley. Perfect Strangers. Full House. I mean, the list goes on and on. Their name is synonymous with success as far as television is concerned.
White folks be working.
Yes, they do. And if you know the right
I
ones,
got
they'll keep
homeboys
you
in
working
outer
too.
space. Peep this. I ain't got really no. I ain't got no real resume. You know. I mean, I got booty call too. You know.
Darius, do you remember when that transition happened? Because the show was originally written for the mother, right?
Well, it was. It was written for the mother. But you know, man, when you're on your way to the moon, you know, you don't care who your pilot is as long as they're equipped to get you there. And at that time, Jaleel White was our pilot.
Was that something that was discussed with the cast? That listen, guys, this is what we're going to do.
It was an executive decision. You know, people gravitate to who they gravitate to. Just like you can't, you know, choose who you fall in love with. You know.
Why do you sound like Max Julian from the Mack? Look here, baby. I'm gonna take you to heaven, baby. You're not afraid, baby. Look here, baby. I don't give a fuck what you're going through, baby. Get out there and give me my money.
Money.
Hey, man, you know the music will do that to you, man. And so will kids. You got to be laid back and patient when you have children, man.
Right.
And I find that if I just stay in a cool frame of mind and a cool mode, I'm able to just give love at all times. You know, even the people who are outside of my circle.
You was in Next Day Air. I saw that.
Next Day Air recently. Yeah,
I saw that.
I was the voice of Jazz in Transformers 1.
Transformer 1 or 2. Yeah, okay, you was in 1.
Yes.
Right, I remember that. You got killed off. They split you, right?
They did. They killed me.
I didn't like Transformer 2.
I didn't fancy that either, man.
You know what I'm saying?
That wasn't my cup of tea.
Hysterical, I didn't fancy that. This nigga sitting up here with an ascot and a cigarette holder. Look here, baby. Johnny Mac, I didn't fancy that either. Can you dig it, baby? Can you dig that, baby? That's what it's off the chain. You too juicy to make a sandwich.
Hey, man, I'm going to put that line in the song, man.
Too juicy to make a sandwich.
That's what it's off the chain. So musically.
Yeah.
I saw you in another movie back in the day, and you sung in the
Something to Sing About.
Yeah.
Man, that was a blessing and a pleasure to be a part of that. Billy Graham, you know, one of the greatest men of God of all time, man. Yeah. You know, and that movie actually to this date is one of the most popular gospel films in gospel film history.
Yep.
It still is.
You mean you guys beat out T.G. Jakes?
Seriously, it is. It's one of the most viewed and the most popular gospel films of all times. You know, and people, I guess it is because of music. You know, people love music. Music to me is air. It's like breathing, you know. I mean, you ever watch a film when it's cut together? If you see the scenes before they add the music, you're just watching people pop.
Right.
That's it, man.
Right.
You know, you know. But when that music is added, and you hear those strings or that piano, you know, or you know, you hear the violins or that stuff, man. It adds the emotion that the actors
for me, it'd be the
are trying
maracas that it turns.
Well, hey, whatever floats your boat, man. As long as you're in the water.
Whatever floats your boat, baby.
So your acting was acting career was an accident.
It was a wonderful accident.
Because music was your thing.
So if music is your passion,
this is my passion, and let me tell you, acting pays the bills, but music makes my heart beat. You know, and I'm gonna tell you what comes first though, before any of it, is the kids. And you know, one of the things that I'm really proud of these days, I just want to throw this out there, is we're working on something today. We're pushing the high frequency words. You guys know what those are, right? High frequency words.
I don't.
There are over 100 words that children must learn by the time they're out of first grade.
You ain't my daddy.
And they're the most commonly used words in the English language, but they don't really focus on teaching them to the kids. If the kids don't know them by the time they're out of first grade, by the time they get to the third grade, they're targeted to be partially illiterate.
And what are some of those
What
words?
are some of those words?
No.
Damn.
Here and. Here's
don't know.
Here
yes, I'm telling you, this is the founder of Urban Born. His name is Janelle Langerston. He's the founder of Urban Born, and we've come together collectively to make sure that these kids.
It's called what?
It's Urban Born.
Urban Born.
Yeah,
Born.
and our campaign is Take Time to Be a Dad.
Right.
That's awesome.
You know, I mean, it's because it's so simple. No matter what you do, you know, when your child looks at you, you're like God to your child.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, we're
You
on
know?
that page. That's the same
You know what I'm
page
saying?
I'm on as far as being
I
a
wouldn't
father.
say
and,
God.
No, but you are though.
I would say I'm a father.
But Johnny Mack, come on, man, you like a God. You like a God to me.
Maybe
man.
like a demigod.
Hey, brother, we like gods to each other.
Maybe a demigod, but not like the omnipotent being.
Well, no,
God.
I don't mean it like that. I don't want anybody to take it wrong because they'll say that I have delusions of grandeur.
What's
That's what
crazy?
they'll
I'm
say
looking
about
at this
me.
high frequency of words, and
Yeah,
I don't know any of them.
Oh, come on now. And this, you know, it's really
I'm like,
interesting.
did you
because-
wr't this in Spanish? I don't
No, but now
Is that crazy though?
when you
Is
listen,
that-
when you look at these words, you really wonder. Most of these words, I would think a kid would have.
No, but let me explain to you why. Because the words, they teach us vowels. A, E, I, O, U are the vowels. The way the vowels sound out, they don't sound out that way. Like the, you don't get E out of the. Some, the word some, when you spell some, you think S-U-M. But there are two spellings of
So
some.
it's actually being able to spell them,
spell
not
them
only just
and
know
know
them
them.
and use them.
Right.
Yeah,
About
but
what
we-
age?
But in our group growing up, we went to
First
the
grade.
point of using them in a sentence.
Well, you guys, this is John L. Langerston. He's the founder of Urban Born, and I've been blessed to be one of the spokespersons for Urban
What's
Born.
up, John L?
Urban
how you guys
born. What
doing?
does that mean?
Welcome.
How you guys doing? First of all, thank you for allowing me an opportunity to come in and, you know, be a part of this unique experience.
You was forced upon us, but keep going.
Well, you know, I have Master P and Lil Romeo out there also creating awareness of Urban Born. What we've been doing for over the last 10 years is dealing with middle school kids that are at risk. We did a documentary called Who is Accountable that involved the state superintendent, the mayor, everyone involved with public instruction. And we found that 6th, 7th, and 8th graders were dropping out at a high rate.
Wow.
And what they were doing was tracking kids.
What was this at? 6th, 7th, and 8th grade?
Well, it's through the statistics. 6th, 7th, and 8th grade is where you start realizing your manhood. And so through that paradigm, at that point, you start realizing if you're poor or if you're rich. Now, if you in these urban schools, they call student-weighted formula. The kids generating the resources and the funds in the urban schools. But because of the district formula funding program, the money is diverted to schools in the suburban areas. As opposed to student-weighted formula, it would follow the child. So in the urban communities, these funds are allocated and earmarked to help augment the core curriculum. Kids who come from disadvantaged backgrounds, 70% of our sisters out there are single-home parents. So they're not taking the time. And we've seen when these schools...
It's the women's fault.
Well, when we seen these kids in middle school were dropping out, once we saw these kids in middle school were just falling, Rocker Delgadillo made it clear these kids don't know that they're not supposed to make it. And when we found that...
Well, when you say, like, you got to break that down to me. You say, my man...
It's on the Who is Accountable documentary that we did.
Okay, I ain't got the tape. Nigga.
No, but I'm telling you.
I want to know what he meant by when he says,
the kids
we ain't supposed to know... I don't want to read right now. I don't want to read that. I want you to break it down for our listeners because they ain't got the tape.
Well, here's
We're
what
on a
happened.
radio show.
We had an opportunity to interview Rocker Delgadillo. He was the head prosecutor of Los Angeles, and when we interviewed him, he made it very clear that kids in the urban community, don't know that they're not supposed to make it. He found that parents that were taking their kids to middle school were not participating in after-school programs. So he started holding the parents accountable. And
maybe the parents are at work.
Well, without a doubt. Well, my point is that we found that we need to go back even further.
Hold on, but address that because when you say the parents are not participating in the after school programs, a majority of the African American parents have to do more than the 9 to 5. They got to do a little overtime or whatever.
I agree with that.
So
but they still got to get them there in the morning, and they still at some point you have to be accountable when you have a child.
Well, hold on. Okay. I respect that, but here's the thing. My mother was a school teacher for 40 years. She had 10 kids, right? And so when we come up from school, you got to do your homework, do your lessons, blah, 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 whatever. But mama has to work late. So most of the times when I come home from school, mama ain't there. Mama don't come home to 6, maybe 6:30 when she got to stay after school and correct papers or whatever the teachers got to do, right? My mother taught me that that's what teachers are for. You're there to teach my child, whatever the curriculum may be, and then I come home and I parent my child. There's a difference between a parent and a teacher.
Okay.
Well, I will say this. I'm a single mother, and I work a lot. I've been a single mother since my daughter was 10 weeks old. Her father died of cancer. So I've been a single mother for a long time. And I can say for sure that it is a burden in a way, in time, to have to work and do everything yourself, but you also have to do things like check your child's homework, be active in their education, make that a priority. And a lot of parents do not do that.
Because you're on your own business. That's right. When you come home, the average time you come, because you work a lot, and I've been knowing you for years. What time do you normally get home?
Between 5 and 6.
But most of the after school programs.
That hasn't always been the case.
No.
Can I say this though?
Hold on for a second. I'm not talking about the parenting. I'm just talking about what he said. We don't participate in the after school programs.
But we want to
most of the after school programs is over.
I don't want to focus on that. We realize.
Well, goddamn it, I did, because you shouldn't have said it.
Listen. Well, here's what we at. Right, it takes a village, and then not only that, let's look at this. We're talking about kids 3 years old. My son is 3 years old, speaks 4 languages. He can spell and write 75 of these right now. When I met with these teachers, and these teachers talking about looking at these kids' grades.
He speaks 4 languages. I'm talking about
Mandarin, Spanish.
I'm talking fluently.
Well, you can understand him. I mean,
you can.
Oh, he's saying 1 or 2 words at a time.
My son's here. He'll come speak some Spanish.
I don't want him to come speak, because this is Foxxhole Radio. We talk.
What I'm saying.
We curse. It's a nice looking kid. He just came in on his own. See, you ain't teach him how to stay. You didn't teach him that, goddammit. Well, you're missing all the 5 points.
Our point is.
Here's my question, though. What if the parents aren't educated?
That's what I want to go to right there. Okay. I'm glad she's saying that.
You know what? We're going to take a break. Our producer just flashed it up. We're going to take a break and come back to, what was the question you asked? The parents ain't educated. We're going to go back to my man Jan, and then we're going to get to a song from Darius. We're going to get to songs. It's a great topic, because we do need to educate and participate in our children's education. I do agree to that. But this is at the Foxxhole Sirius 98, XM 98. The Foxxhole, baby, is going down. Oh, yo, it's going down the Foxxhole. I love this song.
You love that
song right here.
That's
Novocaine.
Shout out to Odd Future.
Yeah, I like this song. It got a nice melody. The dude got some words. He's smooth with his, too. He's smooth with his. Darius, you got to get into the Novocaine, baby.
Hey, man. You know,
David,
I like that song.
I dig that, man.
You dig that? You dig that, baby?
It's sexy.
You sound like you on Novocaine.
It's a good vibration.
We're going to go to Danisha Danielle right now, baby. Because we're going to go, she got some really things, you know.
Yeah, Light Skin Supreme. Come on.
She got some things
the Foxxhole. They
she got some things that you might fancy, baby. Some things you might fancy. Go ahead, baby. What you got?
Well, the Foxxhole is going to Atlantic City July 4th weekend, baby.
Yes. Can't wait.
Foxxhole Celebrity and Music Weekend, hosted by Jamie Foxx. Comedy shows, concerts, and fun with the Foxxhole crew. Make sure you get your tickets with Ticketmaster ASAP.
I heard we playing dominoes, some little pinochle. I'm going to teach people how to play pinochle. Y'all know how to play pinochle. That's a Philly
thing. I don't know. I'm thinking about doing a high 15. So if you do come to see Jamie Foxx, get there early.
I know. I'm ready, too.
I'm going to be in a concession stand doing a hot 15. And hopefully I can work my way up to kick the dude out of the bathroom and do my whole comedy setup in there.
You know.
Yeah, so I'm doing
that's sexy. Hey,
I'm doing a toilet seat session.
My boys, Fat Paul
my
Peanut.
stuff gonna really be the shit. Trust me.
My boys, Fat Paul Peanut, and them already got their tickets.
Now I want to go to Darius right quick, because he said some things about the celebrity thing, about how they putting these images and pictures and video unwantedly by the celebrities.
Yeah.
And he had a great comment on that.
It's intrusive, man. It's disrespectful. It's intrusive. You know, this is the reason why we wrote this song. You know, Call All Eyes on Me.
Right.
You know, and that's the song that's up on the internet now. It's on Napster, iTunes, all that good stuff. But we wrote this because, you know, like you said, Johnny Mac, the talent is being able to sing, being able to play, being able to emote and act and evoke emotions, you know, in other people and communicate through your art. You know, and people today have put too much on things that don't have anything to do with the arts, with the talent, and it's wrong to exploit. You know, just because I'm famous doesn't mean you can exploit me.
Right. So if someone puts your image or your video, your sex tape video, whatever, that's exploitation, right?
Absolutely, man. I'm telling you, Johnny Mac, all the rumors and stuff, and there are rumors up on me before I can even, you know, blink.
I did start 3 of the rumors, and I apologize.
That's what friends are for.
Have you ever had have you ever had like the threat of a sex tape or pictures being released or anything like that?
I mean, I'm sure that there will be some in the future, you know. But my biggest concern is for my children. And I don't know how these people do this stuff. Even people who release their own sex tapes and do their own stuff for publicity, to garner publicity and you know, media coverage. They have children. What happens when your child is old enough to Google your name?
No, damn, man. What happened to you? Okay, go ahead, Lucas.
Yeah, but Darius, okay, I hear what you're saying, but now let's be candid. Okay?
Yeah,
I like
please.
you. I respect you, but
come on, man. I've known
you
you
got
for years.
involved
You're my
with
man.
you got involved with that dumb girl who
Yeah,
you
man.
knew it was all her about her exploiting you. And
We all make mistakes, man.
That's
okay,
true.
but why didn't you think about?
He who is out without sin cast the first stone.
Okay, okay, I'm with you on that.
And if I was perfect, I would be nailed to a cross.
Okay, listen.
So I don't
Jesus,
want to
hold
be
up, Jesus.
perfect.
All right, I know you don't want to. What
No,
I'm
they
saying,
probably
you made a
glue
statement.
you to a cross.
You made a statement, but you made a statement that the people should know better and they should think about their kids and all that. What were you thinking about?
I was thinking about trying to give somebody an opportunity to better themselves through a new life. That's what I was thinking about. I was trying to help somebody.
She wanted to be saved.
I was trying to
was
help
that
her.
Captain Save Him. That's what
Well,
Zoe
you know, you can call me whatever you want to.
No, I'm not calling your name. That
I'm
was just his
saying.
thing.
No, I'm saying.
fell in
you know,
love.
I'll
Hold
be
on, let
that.
the celebrity talk about being exploited. You niggas ain't celebrities.
No, I'm saying.
Y'all unemployment office popular.
Well, good thing you know Jamie Foxx.
That is a good thing.
Yeah.
It is a blessing.
Thank
we
you.
love
It's a
Fox.
blessing.
We
Thank
love
you.
you, Fox.
Say it like it's a bad thing.
No, but what I'm saying is that I didn't judge her for what she was.
Or what
Nobody
they said
should ever
she
be,
was.
or what they said she was. You should never be judged on what you were. If somebody, it's just like saying if somebody goes to prison, they come out and can't be a new person.
Good point.
If somebody does the time and they've been rehabilitated,
That's
they
right.
should be judged on who they are from that point forward.
That's true.
And that's what I was trying to do with this young lady, but obviously her old ways were too strong for her to break the chains.
Is
that's
that
why I
what
like
is that
you,
what broke
Darius.
you guys up? Was her old ways?
Well, but my son was most important to me.
We're not here to
I
talk about
applaud
that.
that.
We're here to talk about your music. You know, you got a music, because you know, I don't.
Please.
You know, she's a friend.
In fact, I'm gonna sing a song about it.
Yeah, you gonna sing?
Like the hit go.
I don't know if it's Max Julian or the cat.
I want to see him, Jamal. I want to see him, Malcolm Jamal, and Raven go on tour. I think it'd be a great
Malcolm
tour.
Jamal got talent too. So,
But I like him headline.
First of all, we're gonna let your brother introduce the song that you about to say. Oh, you want to introduce yourself?
Is that his brother? Yeah, they got the same
That's my
head.
brother.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe not.
This is Donovan McCray. He's my brother. He's the other half of the D-list. And
They say he got a little game.
They say he can play ball.
They say he can play ball.
I do a little something.
What position?
All of them.
Oh man, I'll take you, homie. You can't ball.
Yeah, they say
I'll take you.
Can't take. Oh, come on, homie. Not with that forehead.
They say you're great, man. They say you're the #1 player on NBA Live. Anyway, introduce a song for your brother right here, man.
The name of this joint is called Changes. It's a true story too.
Okay.
I want to talk to him, love.
Goes like this. All my life I've heard others talk about how love can take control of your mind. I never thought I'd live to see the day when I would play the fool so blind. Now we was lying to each other, trying to play one another, and I must admit we was wrong. We was wrong. You will discover, girl, no one else in this world would have stayed this long. I wanna know why we going in and out of changes. I can't understand why, baby. If you love me like you say you do, why you wanna see me cry? Put your hands together, y'all, like this. Now what we kinda had was like a lullaby.
Yes.
I'd rock you to sleep night after night, baby.
Yes.
And you always knew how to keep me at home. That's why I never wanted to roam. Now we was lying to each other, trying to play one another, and I must admit we was wrong. We was wrong. You will discover, girl, no one else in this world would have stayed this long. How come, baby, we going in and out of changes? changes. I can't understand why. If you love me like you say you do, why you wanna see me cry? Tell me something. I never asked anything of you except a little understanding.
Oh, yes.
You told me I was the one you died for. I can't tell.
Tell him, brother.
Might as well be by myself. Going in and out of changes. I can't understand why. If you love me like you say you do, why you wanna see me cry?
Talking about. Do you do barbecues?
Man, that boy, that's sexual chocolate. Sexual chocolate.
You
That
do
boy can
barbecue.
sing.
Now, it is obvious that you're extremely talented.
Yes.
And they need to check out his performance from the Conga Room Monday night.
Monday night.
It'll be aired live on the Foxxhole Monday night, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Definitely, that was amazing.
That was great.
That was
amazing. Who knew?
That had some depth
Like
to
that.
it too. That has some.
Now, in this stage of your career, after all the successful movies and TV shows and stuff like that and songs, are you still fascinated by the groupie effect?
You know, honestly, son, I'm gonna ask you to leave the room. Earmuffs, son.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm not.
Hilarious.
I'm not anymore. You know, I'm focused on my son. I'm focused on my music.
You said that
I'm
15
focused on
times.
my-
I get it.
It's the truth.
You love your son.
Well, let me explain.
But did
to
that
you,
stop you from still sowing your raw oats?
Let me explain to you why. Because I look at it now as a distraction. Son.
See what I'm saying, Johnny Mack? That's what he's focused on. And when you're focused on parenting like he is, there is no room for them groupies for them to get out of the way because they take you off track. I'm with him.
There isn't.
Stay
Well, how do you
celibate.
think he got a son?
But that was then. That's
Yes.
why I have a son, because I was
The
unfocused.
boy is 2 years old. Don't say that was
he's
10.
3. That was 3 years ago, and I got unfocused, and I fell into a trap. And
That's what I'm saying,
yes,
too.
and there are pitfalls, and that's what life is created to do. You know,
That's
I mean,
right.
if you look at the beautiful thing, it's a trap. It is. It's the way the legs open up, and my son's not in the room, just for the record.
Okay, cool.
The way the legs open up and the
It's a
whole
trap,
thing.
huh?
It's a trap. And when you
A
get
trap.
married, you can be trapped. But that even becomes a trap, because you look at a lot of cats that would have been successful, like certain athletes. Once they get married, their career diminishes to it.
Hey.
No, it's the truth.
No, that's hitting home. It's
no, but it's the truth.
Shout out to Tiger Woods.
But let me but let me explain to you what I mean by that is you get strengthened in another area, because you have to sacrifice part of who you are to become who you need to be for that other person.
Thank you.
Yeah,
but
Danisha,
that doesn't
you
mean
have
you
ruined
sacrifice your
successful
career.
brothers.
No,
You
what
have
he's
turned
saying.
millionaires to
What he's
thousandaires.
saying is, I totally agree with you, because what he's saying is this: as opposed to you going on tour for like 6 months, you have to say, no, I'm gonna stay home for 3 months because I got to take care of that, and then I'll go out during the summertime.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
those other 3 months you're not out, somebody else is hustling, getting that 3 months.
That's it. Or when you on stage, if your wife don't like the fact that you grab your crotch and you pull a girl up on stage and you sing to that girl, and she can understand that this is entertainment, and it's sensationalism that we give to people. It's escapism that we provide for people. You're gonna have a problem on your way home. Your wife is gonna go upside your head.
Yeah, there's
Right.
just other ways to entertain.
And you
just
can't
got to
tell-
be a little bit different.
Well,
No, see,
you got to be a little more creative.
Oh, and
See
see,
what I'm
you know
saying?
Is
what?
that the only way you can entertain? That would be my question.
Well,
Yes,
you know
it
what?
is.
And
That's
as
why
beautiful
she's
as you
single.
are, you know what I would say?
I'd be like, sing changes again, baby. Just
okay,
sing
baby.
changes.
I do
And I
entertain
say-
with my
through some
thing.
changes.
And I say yes, baby.
Exactly.
See, and that's one of the interesting things with men. It's to the point where when we're in charge and growing and delivering, yeah, sometimes there are a lot of women who won't let us fully do that. But let a man try to stop them.
Man.
Oh my God, I can't believe, let me be myself. I don't be no.
You know?
It's amazing. Johnny Mack was talking about that earlier.
Yep.
How men will
My
not.
baby mom
now,
said, you got to be home. Bitch, I sell dope. Don't be at home at 10 o'clock, bitch. There's people out there that need me right now. What kind of drug dealer got a curfew, bitch? I got to be out here getting this shit.
So is that what hurt your marriage?
I heard my girlfriend. She was up. We get into that later.
It's hard to be a family man slinging crack.
Yeah, I can't buy my own
Oh,
supply.
man, I
bitch.
love you guys, man. But it's the truth,
But
man.
you are a nice guy. But don't give me all the earthly shit. You know, you're a nice guy because I really do know you. I don't bring up the girl in the white pants that time at the Las Palmas. We get into that
Guys,
later
he's
because
so bad.
y'all know he's spiritual right now. But they was doing some
What
spiritual.
happened? What happened?
No,
We get into that later.
no.
But
I
what inspired you to write this song, this beautiful song?
Well, you know.
And why you didn't let your brother sing? You see that?
Well, no,
Y'all about to break up already. He got the mic. You see that?
No, we got one. We'll do one.
Y'all gonna be just like the Fat Boys. Y'all gonna break up.
If you guys will let us, we can do another one. We can't.
Is you gonna give him the mic too?
I will. We can. We can do another one if you guys will let us. But you know, man, it was
No,
just.
let's talk about why you didn't let your brother sing. On
No, we can. It was only one mic.
There was 2 mics.
No.
You put one mic on your. You put one mic on this guitar.
Come on.
Hey, brother, I'm trying to help you out.
Showmanship.
Showmanship. Here we go.
How you want to do it?
Hold on, you get the mic.
Away we go.
You see that?
What you gonna do?
He tried to Eddie Kane Jr. you brother.
Eddie Kane. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Hey, listen, I want to say this while they're getting their mics together. I just got to say this real quick. Congratulations to all of the seniors in high school for graduating.
Yeah.
You made it. Congratulations. Woo! Now go on and live life. Be careful and do what your parents said. All right, and congratulations to my son, who we didn't think he was going to make it, and God bless him, he made it, and he's on his way to Morehouse. So
don't do drugs.
And
just
please read to your kids. Read.
No. Okay, we're gonna get into the Darius. You and your brother. Introduce your brother, my man.
This is my brother, Donnie Wonderful. Call him Donnie Wonderful because he's wonderful at everything he does.
I don't want to call a dude wonderful.
Hey, man.
I'm gonna
Donnie
stick with
Wan. Call him Donnie Wan. Call him Donnie Wan.
He already got the muscles out.
And
I'm gonna stick with the Donnie.
Yeah, ladies, you might want to Google that.
This dude is an incredible MC, incredible producer. He's a prodigy. This man is off the chain. Hey, brother, you know, this is called Be All Right. This is, yeah, man, thick as thieves, man. All right, here we go. This is called Be All Right. If you know in your heart that everything will be all right, you know. Yeah. Let's get a finger snap going.
Yeah, there we go now.
Once we know, without knowing, we will be as free as we were. It'll show, without showing, it'll be worth the world. Something is telling me that everything will be all right. Tell you everything will be all right. Don't worry, be happy. And listen to the voice inside that says to have a good time and do something new. Baby, let's go out tonight. Now I'm thinking, I'm not drinking, and I'm gonna ride out a natural high. But just as soon as I got there, I changed my mind. Give me mine with a twisted line. And these are the things that we do that make me like some kind of you. Once we know, without knowing, we will be as free as we were. It'll show, without showing, it'll be worth the world. Something is telling me that everything will be all right. Yes. Tell you everything will be all right. Gonna be all right.
Oh yeah,
that's what he sing.
That was
Show
great.
fine selves.
Wow, that was great.
It'll be all right, man.
It sounded like he gave his brother the B-side to that song.
Oh, very funny, very funny.
Who does the writing on your most?
We write together.
Write together.
Yeah,
and ladies, they are playing live themselves with that guitar. That is live music.
Yeah, it's true.
And now when's the album coming out? How can we find these songs?
On iTunes. We're releasing right now. We're releasing singles. The next single is called "I Like Her," and that'll be out next month. All Eyes on Me is up right now, and the album will be out sometime later on this fall. It's called The Dissertation. We're the D-List, and it's called, this album is The Dissertation of Darius by the D-List.
Right.
And we're working toward The Dissertation of Donnie, which is next.
That's dope.
And it's
so
a
you
mofo.
said it's going to be out in the fall?
Yes.
Any day?
We have... Any
month?
September.
September.
The whole album will be available in September.
Because I live in California. I don't know when the fall is.
Well, hey, man, we're playing the Viper Room. We're playing the Viper Room on the 12th.
Really?
Yeah, the Viper Room on the 12th.
Ain't that where my man died?
It is. In honor of a fallen soldier. He was a child star as well. He was a child star.
He was.
Yeah.
He was. He was very fantastic.
He was good.
We're gonna go to Lou Dix right now for something very special and dear to our heart.
To our listeners, we had a very loyal listener who we lost, and he was a dear friend of ours, and he was the father of Mr. Mark Curry. We lost, unfortunately, Mr. George Curry, who was 86 years old, and he listened all the time.
Right.
He gave us one of the funniest men in America,
right.
His son, and he loved Oakland. He represented, and we love you, Mark Curry. Peace to your heart and your family's heart on this day, and we're praying for you, and we love you, and God bless you, Mr. George Curry, and we know you're looking down, and you'll carry us, and the show is for you, man.
And, I'm gonna say something about Oakland people. It's gonna sound crazy for me, come from Richmond. Oakland people really loves Oakland.
Yes, they do.
And I'm gonna give a shout out to my man right here. I don't even want me to say his name or not, but my man King. King constantly hires people from Oakland. So
you're going to get 9 million resumes.
If you from Oakland, you got to have my man right here for the school is from Oakland, right here.
Even if you marry somebody from Oakland, he hires you.
Yeah, if you from Oakland, because I'm never going to hire nobody from Richmond. I'm going to tell you that right now. Ain't nobody in Richmond ever getting a job with me, period. I'm just going to tell you right now. You couldn't even put gas in my car. It was a great show, man. I really appreciate Mr. McCrary. I can't see your last name.
McCrary.
It's Irish.
McCrary. Okay.
I'm a black Irishman.
Yeah, Darius. I appreciate Darius coming to his brother Donnie. You know what I'm saying? My man is doing the thing for the children.
I have a dream, Urban Born.
I have a dream, Urban Born. That's fantastic that you're doing your thing.
Take time to be a dad.
Yeah, that's the name of the song?
Well, no, that's the campaign.
That's the campaign.
Oh, that's the campaign.
Take time to be a dad. So,
yeah, they trying to. They show. Yeah, we're already on that one.
And I got a campaign following his. It's called "Dad Don't Do Time." So it works together. Yeah, it all works together.
Yeah, we have a big
Chatty back.
It all works together, man. Make sure you come check us out in Atlantic City the 4th of July. It's a great show. I don't know if you ever seen Jamie Foxx live, but he does a great job. And we got some other special people coming out there.
Yeah, everybody's gonna be there having a comedy show, and Danisha won't be there, but still, it's going to be a lot of fun. No, just kidding. No, Danisha, we're so glad you took the time to stop. Thank you so much. You have a Twitter or something they can hit you on?
Sure do. DD Sells Buildings. DD, SELLS, BLDGS.
Some of the comics out there going to be Earthquake.
Whoa.
Ari Spears going to be out there. Speedy.
Oh, Lord, that kills it right there. See, I was
let me tell y'all something, man. We still love Speedy. We still got love for Speedy. We still work with Speedy. He gonna be running all the comics out there in 4th of July in Atlantic City. Speedy gonna be over charge of that. Speedy's also in charge of our softball team. The Foxxhole still got a team. We gonna be playing June 18th. Yeah, Gary Payton gonna be out there. We gonna put Speedy at back catcher this year.
Oh, so Gary Payton's gonna play with us?
I told you, King loved everybody. He's playing on our softball team.
He's playing on our softball team. He's gonna be out. He's gonna be out in
Gary Payton on our
City.
softball team. Oh, he's gonna be in Atlantic City.
Yeah, because my son's still waiting to bust his son's behind again. Gary's son got took by my son.
Well, his father's more famous than your son's father. So anyway, it evens out.
And Marcus, I'm not from Oakland, but maybe the D-list can start. Maybe open up for Fox. Maybe a couple shows, maybe.
Or invite me back.
Sense. Or invite us to come hang out.
Oh, the D-list. You mean your band?
Yeah.
No, that's not going to happen.
Okay.
But,
yeah, that's going to happen. Hey, we're going to put a D-list on the D's list. Darius, what's your Twitter?
At Darius McCrary. And the website is DariusandtheDList.com.
Donnie Spectacular. I don't know what's your last name.
Donnie Spectacular. Yeah, that works too, though.
What's your Twitter? You got Twitter?
Yeah, Donnie McCrary.
That's your Twitter?
All
right, well, tweet his famous brother, and you'll get to him.
You put no enthusiasm. Email me at my man. How can we reach you and find you?
My name is John L. Langerston, JOHNEL Langerston, LANGERSTON. You can always Google that or find me at Fat Effects, which is my design and print company, or Urban Born, the nonprofit we started. Hopefully, you'll contact us and get your free high frequency word list poster here.
That's great.
That's great.
Danisha Danielle, I'm going to make sure I learn some of these words.
Yeah, you should. It's 3rd grade.
There's a V in there somewhere. Danisha, you're looking great today. How can we find you and your business and all that other good stuff you do?
Oh, Hassan & Associates, based out of Sherman Oaks. If you're looking to invest, I have agents for you. Also, Twitter, DD Sells Buildings, and Facebook, Danisha Danielle.
Great. Wow. Lou Dix, how can the people in the old folks home, Shady Acres, find you and How can all the ex-members of Bishop Eddie Long Church get in contact with you?
Oh, come on now. I am at Ludix, Lewdix. That's my Twitter, and I am learning how to tweet, and 549.
And, of course, you can reach me at JMUTHAFNMACK on Twitter. And like right now, I'm working on the BET Awards hosted by Kevin Hart. So that's the big thing I got coming out. It's a lot of hard work. And you can catch me in Atlantic City. I'm going to be there 4th of July. I'm getting a hot 15 ready. I'm telling you.
I know. I'm going on stage.
And you can email me at IFUX2DAY@Yahoo, which is really iFucks today.
That really is his email address.
That is pretty sad.
That goes out to all the churches.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, it's been a fantastic show, man. Thanks for listening to Foxxhole, Sirius 98, XM 98. We love you, cats. Shout out to Mr. Mr. Curry one more time. We love you. God bless you. God rest your soul. We out.